Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anita from Business Education, and right now I'm gonna present about my thesis. So let's watch it. The title of my thesis is The Influence of Entrepreneurship Education, Adversity Quotient, and Need for Achievement on University Students' Entrepreneurial Intentions in Jakarta. So the first one, we're gonna talk about the research purposes. This research has three purposes. First one is the influence between entrepreneur education on entrepreneurial intentions, and then the influence between adversity quotient on entrepreneurial intentions. And then the last one is the influence between need for achievement on entrepreneurial intention. Then research method. Number one, we're gonna talk about population. All active undergraduate university students in Jakarta and have taken entrepreneurship subject. About sample, this research has criteria for the sample. First one is undergraduate university students domiciled in DKI Jakarta, then have taken entrepreneurship subject. Then number three, about the data collecting, technique of data collecting is by survey via Google Form. Then number four, about analytic data or analysis data technique. It has four techniques for analysis data. First one is descriptive analysis, second one research implement test and classic assumption test. Number three, simple linear regression analysis, and number four, coefficient of determination. Research results and discussion. Respondent profile. In this research, I got 250 respondents, and if we divide it into the section, the section of the city, from the city, we have 6 region cities in Jakarta, which is North Jakarta, West Jakarta, Central Jakarta, South Jakarta, East Jakarta, and Seribu Islands. In this table, we can see that most of my respondents are from East Jakarta. And about age, right here, so we can conclude that most of my respondents are 20 till 22 years old. And then gender, most of my respondents are female. Research instrument test and validity. Research instrument test, which is validity and reliability test. In this research, I have 4 variables. So we can talk about it one by one. First one, entrepreneurship education. Here you can see the indicators of entrepreneurial education. The column that I colored yellow is the most answered by the respondent, which is good. And adversity quotient too. Then need for achievement as my third variable. And about reliability test, which is I counted using Cronbach alpha. And the Cronbach alpha, the reliability, the reliability test, the value of the Cambridge alpha should be bigger, no, has to bigger than 6%. And then the last variable is entrepreneurial intention. And then it's about classic normal assumption test. Classical normal assumption test. Here we can see the table of one sample Kolmogorov Smirnov test. And we just have to focus on the significant value, which is the column that I colored yellow here. And then the explanation of this is significance value have to bigger than 5%. So the data use is normally distributed. And about my research, my significance value is more bigger than 5%. And then the linearity test. The linearity test, the explanation of the linearity test is two variables have linear relationship if the level of the significance has a value smaller than 5%. So in my research, the linearity is 0, which is all of the variable has a linear relationship or correlation. Then simple linear regression analysis. You can see these are 3 tables of the simple linear regression. The first variable is entrepreneurship education. This is the equation of the simple linear regression. And then the second variable, which is adversity quotient and the equation. And then the last variable, need for achievement, and then the equation. Now partial test or t-test. It's still the same table from the simple linear regression analysis, but here the partial test is used for know if the variables is significantly influenced or not. So we have to look at this T value of the entrepreneurship education, which is 14.0, and then the T of adversity quotient is 5.97, and then the T of need for achievement is 10.838. which is all of the variables is significantly influenced. Now, coefficient determination. What is coefficient determination? Coefficient determination is using for knows how and how much the variable can be influenced. Here, the first variable is entrepreneurship education. The R square is 44.3%, which is in every entrepreneurial education has 44.3% of entrepreneurship education. And then the same thing goes to the second variable and the third variable. Now we're gonna talk about the conclusion. Entrepreneurship education has positive and significant influence on the entrepreneurial intentions of undergraduate students in Jakarta. Adversity quotient has a positive and significant influence on the entrepreneurial intentions of students in Jakarta. Then, need for achievement has a positive and significant influence on the entrepreneurial intentions of students in Jakarta. That implication. What are the implications of this research? First, the more students understand with the knowledge and skills gained from taking entrepreneurship subject or entrepreneurship course, the more students' intention to become entrepreneurs will increase. Second, the higher level of intelligence in dealing with obstacles of adversity quotient, the higher the students' intention to become entrepreneurs. The third one, the higher level of need for achievement, the higher the students' intention to become entrepreneurs. Suggestions for the next researcher who will examine entrepreneurship intentions, hope that they can examine other related factors, such as social factors or family factors, so that the next research can provide benefits and wider knowledge. Then, hope that they will be able to research with more specific research samples, so that the next research focuses on that sample and can provide benefits and wider knowledge. Thank you. So, it was my presentation. Thank you for your attention and have a good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.